What's going on, diecast collectors? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, returning once more to bring you all a very special NASCAR diecast review on Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 1999 Atlanta Motor Speedway Budweiser Chevrolet Monte Carlo for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. And no, you guys are not getting punked. What I'm showing you guys is one of 3,500 of a 164 scale diecast, and you guys can definitely see this may definitely turn some heads. But yeah, this box is so freaking cool because I mean, I know a lot of people don't get too excited about boxes, but what's really cool about this, if you guys are very familiar with the Action 124 scale diecast, if you take this out, this almost looks like a 124 scale diecast. So look at this, the diecast is right here with the stand, and then we get the styrofoam. But anyways, let's go ahead and start the unboxing and official diecast review of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 1999 Budweiser car from Atlanta Motor Speedway. And alrighty folks, we got this diecast out of its box, and before we get things started, let's look at the nice little display case that comes with this. And this is very unique. This is something I probably have never touched before on my channel, but this is mounted with the triangular screws, as it is mounted on kind of like what the winter circle diecasts are. But you see, it's supposed to represent like what pit road is when the cars are parked into pit road. But you see, we got the Action Performance companies. That's before they became Action Racing Collectibles, but pretty cool. I do kind of like that. But now getting on to the best part of the car, which is the diecast. And let me tell you what, if you guys like the RCCA Elite 164 scale diecast I reviewed before, including the Kevin Harvick Sugar Ray car, oh boy, you are gonna love this one right here. I totally forgot I had this car, but check this out, guys. This is Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s rookie car, and it has all the nice cool features that you got, and it's more of a commemorative car because you guys can see this does have you know, the Atlanta Motor Speedway logo on the back. That's personally where I would love to see the champion, when we have those champion diecasts that come out for the Cup Series and Xfinity. They always have that championship logo on the top. I wish they put on the decklet. I mean, that would look a lot more nicer. If I remember correctly, Carl Edwards' Atlanta win from 2005 had that too. But fun fact as well, guys, that actually shares the same birthday as mine, November 21st, 1995, 1999 actually. So yeah, so I was born on November 21st, so about that. So I think I was only like 4 or 5 when this car came out. So pretty much just shows you, you know, and plus I was a Dale Jr. fan as well, but pretty much had to get this from my good buddies at Gearheads, which, by the way, if you guys are around the Indianapolis area, they are actually open up again. So that's another diecast dealer I recommend you guys checking out. That's going to be reopening up pretty soon. But yeah, I mean, do I even got to explain the Dale Jr. Budweiser car? I mean, this is the one that kind of started it all. It's not his full-time car, but it does have the rookie stripes. This is like his last race that he drove, and he only drove like 5 races in this. I mean, because he was more focused on winning the what was known as the Busch Grand National Series at the time, or the Busch Series, which I find pretty funny because, you know, he drives a Budweiser car, but I guess you could say they're both part of the Anheuser-Busch sponsorship. But since Dale Jr.'s late model car came out and that car has sold out and I haven't picked up yet, I guess you could say this is a good filler for it. But just really good, tremendous detail. While we do have a paint chip right there, red paint cannot hurt. But just, you got the freaking DEI stripes on it, and it's just so iconic. And you got the Outlaw logo, which I'm sure Kurt Busch fans are gonna like, but that's like some sort of octane booster that you can put in your car. I don't know if they still make that. But look at this, man. You guys yourselves rubber tires with a detailed chassis underneath, which is metal. I mean, that is amazing. Look, there's even screws if you guys want to, as I think I was trying to summon like an Earnhardt or something for a second with that burp. So maybe your boy had a Budweiser before this review. But look at this, man. This tremendous decal grills and quality that we got right here. Very detailed indeed. The window net, I believe, is metal, but it's just really nice. The decklet doesn't open, but it does have a hood that does open. And let me tell you what, while this is not as detailed as, you know, some of the RCCA Elite diecast, I would tell you what, hear me out, all right? If Lionel wants to offer like a premium version of a 164 scale, this is what I'm more talking about. Like, there's a reason why I don't like the metal chassis diecast, because all they do is just put a metal chassis on it. We had the rubber tires before, but if you're going to offer a more expensive diecast in the 164 scale, this could be like the bare minimum right here. Like, I know you can't really get that much engine detail, but Lionel, if you could do something like this and, you know, market it, you know, at least get the hoods open, give us rubber tires and a metal chassis, and the people will pay more for it. I mean, you got to think outside the box sometimes. Metal chassis ain't gonna cut it anymore. But that's just my 2 cents on it. Some people do prefer it because they're more sturdier, but I don't know. It just, watch, they probably will, but they'll probably make it like an elite premier diecast, because that's the new thing that they're trying to really promote, which I don't think it's worth it in my opinion. I prefer collecting the older diecast. But yeah, well, we're getting on to diecast quality. This one has really tremendous detail. And Junior ran fairly well in this car. I think when the pit stops were getting cycled, he was able to lead at least one lap. So this was the start of something good. But yeah, any car enthusiast is going to love this car because, you know, it's a DEI car, Dale Earnhardt Incorporated, with Snap-on, and it's got Budweiser and Nabisco. So if you guys like your Oreos and your Ritz crackers, that's where it came from. And yeah, the DEI logo. But look at this, man. Since this is a Budweiser car, it also has the Budweiser Pole Award logo and also the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. That's very rare to see the Winston Series anymore because, you know, cigarettes are bad. But just really great detail. And I don't think there are rookie stripes on the back, so this probably does have some rarity to it. I mean, like I said, it's one of 3,500, so it is actually 1,000 more than the actual diecast that we get produced for the 1/64 scale, because that's a minimal order quantity, which is 2,500. But just yeah, just tremendous detail. And you can see there's even a detail right here, like, you know how these little black trim pieces that we got right here on the side, these aren't decals. You can actually feel like the mold of it. So just really great. Nothing's loose. The decals just, it just shows you that there was good quality back then. They really took pride in their work compared to, you know, the modern NASCAR diecast, which, I mean, I'm not surprised with all the cancellations that we've had so far. Diecasts are not getting any more cheaper, so heck, this is probably the way to go right here. But if you guys are able to find this car in your local diecast dealers, I recommend you guys not sleeping out on it, because now we got to get on to a side-by-side comparison of another Dale Jr. car, which I think I'm trying to find right now, but it's actually right here. It was playing the hiding game for me. It's Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s last ride car from 2017. And what's even better, this is the raced version, because I have not reviewed the raced version one just yet. So finally giving it some love and support. And if you guys want me to, I could review this one, because heck, the 2017 Homestead race has a lot of good value to me. Being a Truex and Dale Jr. fan, it was kind of the closure of me to fully support Martin Truex Jr. taking over my drivers, since, you know, I grew up as a Dale Jr., Martin Truex Jr., and Carl Edwards fan. And man, it is so weird to just not see those three guys racing anymore. But God almighty. And yeah, and I was that kid that wore Budweiser stuff at a school, like elementary school. I felt like the biggest bad bitch ever, man. But so cool to see the Budweiser car return in the late model, so I'm really gonna have a ball reviewing that. But just, yeah, look at all the details that we got. I mean, there's one good thing about details with Lionel, and it is their raced versions. But with everything else, yeah, not the best in terms of this. I mean, it's kind of weird because this is how Action Racing diecasts were before. I mean, this was like, I mean, like what they started making diecasts like in the early 90s or so, or late 80s. So they were still kind of in their prime. And Lionel still had a prime as well, but just not as much as it is before. I mean, I know a lot of people do flack on Lionel, but this is why, because we have so much great competition, and just, it just showed you that these 1/64s are not just toys. Like, this was considered an adult series collectible. Like, this is the fine definition of, you know, you got your 1/24 scale diecast. This is literally a miniature 1/24 scale diecast in the palm of your hands. That's why I love it, man. But I want to see what you guys are going to say down below in the comments, as I think this is pretty much going to wrap it up right here for Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 1999 Budweiser King of Beers. Well, is this still the King of Beers? We may never know. Times do change. Chevrolet Monte Carlo for Dale Earnhardt Incorporated in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series. Comment, subscribe, and this video BB, the Diecast News Guy. And I'm going to go and grab a bud and see you guys next time on another Diecast review.